Welcome to my unboxing video. This is for a 100-watt soldering iron kit I bought. It's rather generic. I'll see what all I got here. Okay, so this is the soldering iron itself. And it looks like we've got some solder paste. That's for oxidizing, remove the oxidation. Here's our solder. And this is solder wick. This is for removing solder from an item. Not a lot of it, but it'll get me started. And let's see, this is the solder stand. Okay, let's see how this works. Okay, raise it up like that. And then this is the little sponge right here. I'll need to get this wet. I'm not going to demonstrate how to use this here, but this will be for cleaning the solder tip. And then this are some different heads that would go in there. It looks like probably these are going to come off right here. Okay, and you can replace that head with one of these depending on whatever you're soldering. And so that would come off here. And then here's the heater core, ceramic. This is a 100-watt solder gun, so it's kind of middle range. There's smaller ones and there's bigger ones. But for general purpose electronic work around the house, small projects, this is perfect. What I'm going to do is plug it in and just see what some of the functions are. See how quickly it heats up. And I'm not really going to do any soldering, but at least want to play with some of the knobs and see what it does. If I can get this unhooked here, I'll plug it in. Okay, so here, let's see what some of these knobs are. It's probably on and off. Okay, so it's beginning to heat up now. You can see the temperature is rising. This is in centigrade. We're going to see where it's going to go to. Typically for solder, you're looking at around 350 degrees C is a good range. So I'm going to let that heat just a second. Put it on the base there. And here's the manual that came with it. Let's go and do a quick look at that without get burnt by the solder tip. They're hot, be careful. Okay, digital display, electronic soldering iron. It goes to the different parts of the soldering iron here. The handle, the digital display, the cord, and then it's got some fine print that gives you the basic information about it. This does have a password protect. I don't have any young kids in my house right now, so I'm not worried about that. But for parents, if you do have young children, you can password protect it. Yeah, here's the password function for setting that. So that's a good thing to do if you want to make sure your children don't get a hold of it. It talks about shutdown, the welding temperature or soldering temperature, and then it's talking about your temperature ranges, how to set that. So it's got some basic information. It looks like it comes in several different languages if English is not your preferred language. So here's the manual. That's your basic soldering manual. My plan is to do some basic soldering demonstrations here in the near future. All right, let's see where that went to. Okay, that went to 350. That's good. That's about where you need to be. Now this is looks like that is the minus and the plus. It's hard to see. Let's see what that does. Yeah, that's the minus. So that sets our temperature down a little bit. For smaller projects, you would want a lower temperature. For larger projects. So that heated up fairly quickly. So there you have it. That's what, if I remember correctly, I think it was around $15. So very inexpensive little solder kit. And my plan is to do some demonstrations for it. Well, thank you for watching.